just sneak out. So I shut down everything. I was leaving, and I just came back to Discord to leave the chat, and I saw uh, my boy Scourge was in there, and I was like, "Oh shit! Sorry,
Mhm.
I didn't even see you. I just like I was tired, so I was just leaving." And I was like, "Nah, nah, I get it. You're good. You're good." I was like, "Oh no, no, I absent like." Because I think he had been there for like 7 minutes, but I was
Mhm.
I just started streaming. I was on Discord, but it was open in the background, but I wasn't watching it.
Yeah.
So then yeah, we just had that little chat. Then I said, yeah, I'm gonna dip. So yeah, even now, I overslept. I overshot my nap.
Mhm.
So but yeah, at least I'm better rested, I guess. So just trying to make the most of what it is now. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, how's everybody doing? Good.
Good brother. I man, today for me, it was one of those days. Get home from work, go to sleep, and then I forget to set my alarm. So I woke up a little bit at
Damn.
a later time.
I get it.
Um, uh, my brother's in town as well, so we went to see Fantastic Four today.
Oh, like for the first
Um,
time?
yeah. First time. Um, he wanted to wait. You know, he was like, "Hey, wait for me before you see it," because I saw Superman without him, of course. So I was like, "All right, I'll wait this time." And I might see Superman again tomorrow. Might. Um,
Bro,
so we might do round two with that.
I ain't even seen it once.
I know, bro. Don't. It's dare I say it will be worth the wait. It will be
Yeah.
worth the wait.
Yeah. Fair enough. I wish I could
Yeah.
say I was waiting.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know, man.
But yeah,
That
this hopefully, I will see it before it leaves cinemas.
yeah. The way it's performing right now, I feel like it'll still be there for a little bit longer.
I mean that depends on what people are saying. Like on if it's well, yeah, hopefully, yeah. Let me. There's nothing wrong with being hopeful. I'm gonna be hopeful,
Yeah.
cause I think people are like there's this new culture. I saw people um saying one or two things about it. Box office pocket watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Yep.
a lot more people are seemingly invested in box office performances nowadays, as opposed to the uh, to the actual story and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just the way the world is now. And yeah,
Yeah.
if people are too vocal about that, I don't know, it might cause I don't know, it might cause movies to pull them out early.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is the it's good and bad because it's good and bad because obviously it gets pulled out of cinemas and comes to digital faster, but that cinema experience is then lost until unless they do a re-release,
Mm-hmm.
at some point in the future. But that isn't always guaranteed. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully,
It's like they're doing the releases for re-release for the Rami trilogy.
yeah, you
For
see like this. Just trying to
yeah.
catch the nostalgia bait.
Yeah, it was called Spider-Man 2.1,
Yeah.
and they showed that preview for like I think like two times, no pun intended. But it was the I didn't see the date in there because I was just like the movie for me the showtime they say 12:25, but there's 30 minutes of preview, so it didn't start till 12:50.
Facts.
Which is always a great thing. Where it's like, well, I know if I'm gonna go see the movie, you have to add in that extra 30 minutes because you're not gonna get out of there
Can't get
at the
time. Yeah.
yeah. But um, yeah, it was very solid superhero movie, and I don't do that brand supremacy stuff. I'd say that uh, like we talked about before about superhero fatigue. There is no superhero fatigue. There's just bad story fatigue.
Yeah, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And
But,
you know what? I just speaking to that, I did give, because I was drawing, and just I often try and find something to happen in the background, so I'm not like entirely missing out in life.
mm-hmm.
And I just found myself on Disney Plus, found myself streaming Ironheart.
Mm.
Yeah. I gave it a shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, that I tried to be fair, tried to not look at it through the lenses of what people have had to say the past couple of weeks. But
Mm.
yeah, I think a lot of people's criticisms were, well and truly justified. Having then watched the show myself, have you guys seen it? Have you seen it, DJ?
Yeah. Well, let me not say that I've seen it because I haven't watched it from start to finish. What I did was, if I'm not interested in like the character, but I'm
Yeah,
still interested in the story, um,
for the
I'll
sake
look
of
at
for the sake of the continuity.
yeah. MCU homework a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, just watching I think it was a summary of or wait, no. I was watching like some scenes from it and I was just putting together the story from there. Um,
Fairs. Yeah.
so um, I agree with the sentiment. And I'll speak for it. I'll speak for it broadly. Like it felt like a situation where you have a character you don't really like, but the story's still important, and the stuff happening around them is still interesting enough to be like, I want to see what happens at the end and how it affects everything or how it plants the seed for something later.
Yeah.
Um, and that was where I was at. So I kind of just jumped to the end. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what she does. Like I didn't want to watch all the stuff just to get to that point. I just wanted the answer.
Fair enough. Yeah. No. I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I, on the other hand, watched it in its entirety, or um, decided to try watching it in its entirety, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, usually um, that's not the move for me because I'll be watching something, but as soon as a scene or whatever gets in, I stop focusing on what I'm meant to be doing, start looking at that instead, and it's usually like the downside of wanting to watch something while I'm working, but that
Mm-hmm.
didn't happen this time around. Like shit was going on, and I just kept doing my thing because it wasn't at all gripping or engaging or any other sort of nice adjective I'd use to describe it. Like
Mm-hmm.
the pacing was definitely all over the place. Like from the first episode, I feel like every episode was treated like the first, and
Mm-hmm.
there is that understanding that the first episode of a show traditionally is considered the pilot, so like they try to put a little bit of everything in there to kind of like
Mm-hmm.
sell the idea of the show, you know, at a first screening.
Yeah.
So like there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to have it, just to have one episode tell like an engaging story, so that investors and stakeholders alike would be like, yeah, let's continue the project. And I
Hmm.
feel like every single episode just had that same. They put that unnecessary pressure on, each subsequent episode, so things felt like super rushed, or there wasn't enough space to breathe. They tried to put a romance element into it, and the romance just did not make sense to me. Like I did the characters that they were trying to put some chemistry between, just bro, I just felt disgusted, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like
Yeah.
it was a hard watch, but yeah, again, I didn't finish. I'm
Wow,
still,
it's only like what, 6 episodes, right?
yeah. I think episode 4, because I think it was one night where I was watching while I was drawing, so I got all the way to episode 4, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just pick it up next time I get in. And where it stopped, it didn't leave me on any edge of my seat moments where I was like, oh, I wonder what, I want to get back in to see how the story continues. I've even forgotten at which point in the story that episode 3 ended or whatever. And I was just like, I mean, obviously, a character like Mephisto being introduced feels like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think that's the only thing that so far that's tickled my ears since I've been since I've been watching. I was like, oh, okay, maybe we get to see Mephisto again, yeah. And aside from that, no, nothing about Riri is really doing it for me. Similar to Black Panther,
Yeah.
you, nothing's really doing it for me. But yeah, again, it's just it's again just my uh like take on the thing as a whole.
Hmm.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it is an inherently bad story. It's just some elements could have been done way better to give it more of a fighting chance. Like they absolutely didn't give that thing a fighting chance. And I think it just falls in line with the things we're hearing in the background regarding production.
Yep.
Yeah, because I heard one or two rumors like um, this production was halted, like they were gonna stop, and then they're like, yeah, let's just push it through, let's just see it through, and it just felt like you could feel that. Then obviously, like I wanted to, there was some people could be so mean sometimes. There was the whole situation with the I want to say the marketing push where they showed like for example RDJ
Yes, I was about to.
RDJ
Oh, God.
getting on a call with what's her face. Uh,
With Ironheart's actor, yeah.
yeah, yeah. The jokes are like, bruh, bro saw the zeros on that check and said, yeah, man, I'm gonna be a whole ass clown. Talking about, I've just seen it from start to finish. It was great. I was like, ain't no way that man capping.
Man, come on, man. Like it's like a lifeline type of commercial.
Yeah, that's honestly what it is. They were like, why are you guys hating? RDJ gave his blessings. No, he did not. RDJ,
Yeah,
RDJ got paid.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
R
came
that
on
cause
everybody.
that's what RDJ do. Brother, stay
Hmm.
paid.
I can see through his charisma. The tricks don't work on me anymore.
Yeah, the wool's over my eye. The wool's no longer over my eyes. I'm
Yeah,
seeing life now.
whenever anybody says that, like, I just saw the whole entire series, it's great, it's amazing. I'm like, there's no nuance in that statement.
I
Can't
felt
really trust it.
that feels very scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Like
Um,
that was me like looking for that's what I was looking for, Mephisto, and I was like, all right, I got what I wanted. Now I'm out. Like, what happens from now, it doesn't really kind of matter, especially if we have Doomsday in the horizon. And
and bro, and they're like, even the small glimpses we're seeing from Spider-Man is just injecting life into me.
I'm so happy we're doing practical and swinging. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Yeah, I did, bro.
Yeah, so
Like,
beautiful.
I mean, just the fact that I don't know whose idea it was to have the open set so open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but it was a good shout. Like normally people would be like, um, given the amount of scrutiny the MCU is having recently, that
Mm-hmm.
they'd try and work a bit more behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But they are adopting a policy that just feels a whole lot more transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so far it looks like it's paying off pretty well, if I can say. Like I see so many positive, so much positivity coming out
Mm-hmm.
from people's reactions to seeing the Spider-Man content and everything like that. And the fact that we can even, I'm like normally, yeah, I'd be against like leaks on set, like
Mm-hmm.
for like when the Deadpool and Wolverine leaks were coming out. It
Oh
was
yeah.
like, yeah, it was kind of it was like a bummer, it was a bit annoying or whatever, but like um these leaks are like these are very much welcomed leaks. In fact, it doesn't feel like leaks because you see Tom Holland himself posted set photos, and
Mm-hmm.
thereafter there was like a series of set photos being thrown everywhere online,
Yeah.
and yeah, that just felt a whole lot more encouraging to see. Oh, oh, give me a sec. Can you
Sure.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think I
Some of the
think
recording.
maybe not the recording per se, but my my setup for sure.
Mm.
Well, give me a sec.
Take your time. Take your time.
Dun-dun-dun.
I agree, Scourge. I wasn't really like when I saw that, I'm like, wow. Even I will say it was better structured as a Marvel project than some of the stuff recently. Although, I mean, that could be true, but at the same time, it's still not scratching that itch. I still felt loose in some places.
Like
That guy that,
like a loose stool.
yeah,
Yeah, this
yeah.
show, it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I did not enjoy that show at all. I just watched it. I was like, oh, let me just watch to see if anything cool happened. Of course, yeah, Mephisto was cool. I was like, all right, that's cool. We wanted him like years earlier, but boring show.
Mm-hmm. Where does he staying now in terms of relevance? Because we only have so many movies before Doomsday, and then I think they let the people forget about Wonder Man.
Yeah, intentionally as well.
Oh, I completely forgot that Wonder Man show was supposed to be coming out. I even forgot that there's supposed to be a Vision show coming out this year too.
This year?
I I think so. I could be wrong though, but I remember they were trying to make a Vision Quest show, but I think it was coming out this year. I don't know if it is coming out anymore this year. Look it up real quick. That's
Because I
fine
think I
shit.
saw like some talk that suggested that the Vision show had wrapped filming.
And no set photo, no leaks at all, nothing.
Nothing
Dead
at all.
silent.
Dead just silently finished recording the the show on uh, one of the more beloved Avengers of the current MCU,
Mhm.
and no one said nothing. Like the sequel to one of the most highly rated Disney Plus uh, TV shows as well, and
Yeah.
to some degree, good for them that they could do that.
Hmm.
But then they missed out on the chance to get like that early feedback.
Yeah.
Because now,
Yeah, I'm
They-
like,
posting something on the stream chat. There's
mhm.
like photos.
Spider-Man Cap is getting absolute gold in terms of feedback from people now, because
Mhm.
there's a lot more people voicing their admiration for the decision to go practical. People are
Yes.
giving early comments on the suit. And by the way, that suit that he's been wearing on set is the is obviously the same suit he wore at the end of the um, No Way Home movie,
Hmm.
and it's not the suit that was teased in the like 12, 5 second clip that was going around some days ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
fact,
because it felt different.
yeah, it is different. Look, I mean,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
looked at it like, you looked at it long enough, you'd have seen that that it's from the web design to the pattern of the webs, relative to the spider. Like, it's something that, just honestly give it enough time, and people would have identified that. But people were just like, yeah, this new suit is insane. I was like, that suit has been even in game in the in the
Yeah.
Spider-Man game, like since
Hmm.
since that movie came out. Like, he can, that isn't the suit. But yeah, I think it's exciting. Yeah, I haven't felt this giddy about a movie in a minute, so I could definitely say they're doing something right. They doing something right.
Hmm. And the set photos, I think someone made the comment. It's just like, I love the set photo, like the genre of image. You see the set photo, and it looks like they're actually like, this is really Spider-Man in our
All
world.
right.
Like, superheroes are real.
Yeah, like legit pedestrians taking candids. Yeah, I think I saw
So,
that tweet,
mhm.
that genre of set photos, and looking like, oh, I saw who posted one. I was like, oh hey, look, we got Peter Parker over here. Just took a picture of Spider Man. Oh yeah, he posed for me.
Man, they would hate me being a Marvel actor, man, because I would ask to wear the suit. I'm like, yo, this is free promo, man. You gotta let me walk around wherever, just in the suit.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
Like, seeing them take pictures with kids, I'm like, yo, this is like, that's literally Spider-Man. But that was me with they show this in commercial, the scene where Superman getting like surrounded by the kids. They show the behind the scenes of that. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's such a warming visual to see, like, to give life to that character.
Mm.
And it's just another one of those, like, yo, that's literally Superman. I can't see it as anything else.
Yeah, like what I think I want to appreciate about James Gunn's Superman is that for a very long time, eventually, I think even more so was when Superman got Superman's story has always been a deep one,
Hmm.
but ever since, obviously he's an incredibly powerful character. Ever since his character then became a benchmark to compare to other characters, the casual Superman fan just started seeing Superman's story as more punch bad guy, big strong, lift something heavy, and that just became the idea of Superman to people, to like a good majority of casual comic fans or DC fans. And the other what word would I use to describe it? The other facets of the Superman story just got pushed to the back. The fact that he is, and always has been a man of the people, a genuine self-sacrificing, um, understanding, and sometimes gullible being, like those those elements of his character or his story as a whole just got, absolutely slept on because the casual fan was only interested in his feats. And
Yeah.
obviously, we have stuff like Death Battle and all these other things to thank for that. But
Uh,
yeah, I think James Gunn's Superman might be that reality check that a lot of casual fans are gonna have their eyes open to.
I think so as well. Um, Especially just dropping people into what's going on
Yeah,
uh, in the world. Because the movie, again, not spoiling things for you, it starts off like like a Star Wars, like this is what's going on. Here you go, and then it's really off to the races. In a
yeah,
way where you don't feel overwhelmed because again everybody knows Superman. So um, I'm hoping that origin stories continue to stay out of these films for these super iconic characters that everyone's known since the day they were born.
yeah. Honestly, I think even with Spider-Man, like even the MCU Spider-Man, they just absolutely glazed over the whole Uncle Ben thing.
Yeah,
Just moved on. That was for both
hate to see him die again, but
both the TV show and the movie. And I think yeah, it was nice. I think this. I don't know if they at all cover his, you know, maybe not the end of Krypton or the his early days on the farm with the Kents. I'm not sure if that's given any or much attention in this new movie, but I can imagine it not playing like a major role to the plot. Was that
well,
enough?
in the movie, no, I'm playing. I don't.
Fair
You would
enough.
never believe what they did.
Yeah, yeah. DJ's playing hard to get.
But I think it again, not spoiling. It's different um, in a way that where it's different. It's a very different perspective, but it's a refreshing one and a more modern uh, take. To which I was like, okay, like this isn't obviously this isn't Man of Steel.
Yeah.
Um, so, but I think it's something that everybody will end up liking. I was hard pressed to find something that I didn't like because I watched that movie. Um, and I was watching it, as a fan on one eye, but on the other, I was like, "All right, James Gunn, what are we doing? What are you giving us?" And yeah, I didn't really find something like, "Oh, damn, why didn't they do this?" Or I felt like I wish that they showed more of this thing.
Okay.
But it didn't hurt the movie to not have said thing.
Yeah. Big punch and lifting heavy stuff.
man. It's the
Uh,
gave the nuance to the.
yeah, I hear like at least the action was nice to see. Um, the Superman improvising, certain elements of his. What am I trying to do? Certain elements of his routine as he met
Yeah.
different kinds of enemies, new kinds of enemies.
hmm it was really the meme where it's like when Superman finds out that he
Yeah,
doesn't have to hold back, he starts doing creative stuff like, um,
when he punches, when he sees you take more than one punch.
you know, it's like Goku when he knows that like he outclasses you, he just starts showing off.
He says, "Oh, this is Super Saiyan 1. This is Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 2. This is Super Saiyan 3, by the way."
Like you're really gonna want to see this. Like, hold on, before I stun on you, really gotta show you this real quick.
They're like, yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta war for
you gotta check this out. Then he goes, hits you with this, sorry to keep you waiting.
it.
That nigga wasn't sorry.
Yeah, like,
Brother was stunned.
hey, sorry about beating my ass. Um, yeah, and that's one thing too. I was watching. I know this obviously isn't a year one Superman. But I still want to know who taught this dude how to fight. Again, I'm gonna talk about just the stuff shown in trailers. Um, it was like, um, you seen the trailer where like
Uh-huh.
he's doing the spinning heat vision
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
Like just that kind of stuff. I was like, I enjoyed the Man of Steel fight, but it was nice to see this Superman using some different kind of moves to fight, and not just big punch, big punch, big punch, big punch, lift, slam, suplex. There
Yeah.
was there was more moves in the move set
Oh,
to complement that.
ain't no way. They trying to go fund the Snyderverse to come back?
Oh, nah. Wait, at least we trying. That it's so weird. Snyder and Gunn are like best friends, and then they gotta let it go, bro.
Do you know what's insane to me is that like these Snyderverse fans did not show up to the cinemas
Yeah.
when these things were out. They did not show up to cinemas. They did
Mm-hmm.
not buy the box sets. They did not buy the individual digital copies. They didn't buy the box set copies. They didn't buy the compendium packs. Nigga released it in black and white, and people did not go watch that shit.
During COVID, I think.
Yeah, and they're gonna be out here saying, "Oh no, let's go fund, guys, put your money in this." They're not putting their money in it, but they're asking people to put their money in it to bring it
Yep.
back for them to enjoy. Now that they've had a change of heart, and it's honestly very very embarrassing to Zack Snyder because he
Mm-hmm.
went through a lot personally as well. Like
Yeah.
this was also a time when he lost his child
Mm-hmm.
to unfortunately doing the way that he
Yeah.
did, and he still had to work through it, and the disappointments of that shit not doing as well as it could have
Mm-hmm.
after having sacrificed so much for it, and people still being very critical at that time, at that stage in his life, and it's a cold comfort to have a cult following when, there's honestly things that, in your personal life, they just can't get, you know. It's
Yeah,
still
they don't respect it.
yeah, it's still a hard, because yeah, and like during when the cult following is there, like in the moment during Twitter beefs, they'll get your back. But then when everybody logs off and going back to your life, it's kind of like it's a harsh reality to go back to. And yeah, I mean, what's the point of this rant I'm making? It just feels too like it just feels too hypocritical from the Snyder quote unquote fans.
Yeah. So
Like he needed them a lot more back then than now. Right now, they're just bugging him
yeah,
because
they're bugging him.
yeah,
He's been there to completely help up James Gunn.
yeah, he's done his bit. He
Hmm.
had his time where everyone could have actually, because look, the 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 only fan base that I want to consistently, tip my hat to is the Daredevil fan base. Like they were there when it was popping. They were there when they said Netflix was canceling the partnership with Marvel. They voiced their concern, voiced that that ain't right. We enjoyed this
Yep.
shit. People literally got Netflix for this show. You can't just take it away from us. When
Hmm.
even when it happened, they were still petitioning, like not in a toxic way either. It's not like they started to shit on everything else the MCU started doing after that. They continued to like show up, show out, and show support. They're like, wow, this show is so great. And imagine if they had continued Daredevil, and stuff like that. And to the point where they even put their money towards getting out a billboard in Times Square talking
Hmm.
about bring back Daredevil. Like they put their money where the mouth was as well and
Yeah.
showed support for that show. And you know, today you see they're eating good. I don't think, well, to my knowledge anyway, I've seen any other major Hollywood production get that get that kind of love that it can be brought back from the dead. Like
The
literally
fans have that kind of love for it.
I have never seen that before, and I think it will be. I'd be fair to say I don't think I can see it happening again. Stay here, man.
Yeah. Um, I think they were the first fans to deal with uh having a hero show, if I'm not mistaken. No, what Daredevil came out around the same time as Iron Fist and Luke Cage, right? It was the first one.
Yeah, it was the Iron
Okay.
Man of the Netflix Netflix
Yeah,
universe.
yeah. So they're the real day ones.
Honestly, like
Yeah,
for the sake of Daredevil, people sat through 2 seasons of Iron Fist.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you get me started.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how dedicated people were to the craft or to the
Hmm.
project. Man, I've done a whole lot of nothing. I just realized I've just been yapping. Like, I just looked at what's in front of me and I'm like, I should have done a whole lot more by now. So I'm
Now,
gonna.
let me ask you two real quick, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead,
Um,
man.
what made you have to speed up production with this? Was it just the schedule, or?
Yeah, schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's things like now I've suddenly found myself having to go for a wedding. The people. Um, okay. This is something I guess you and me know, but now
Hmm.
now that we're here on this platform, I have to say I'm going into course production again. The next course I'm doing, and I don't want to make the same mistakes I made back then, where I had uh, I had the chance to, you know, work through my work and then focus solely on the course. But instead, I was trying to do things side by side, and that made a bigger mess of things. Um, so I'm really, really trying to do my best to empty my plate
Hmm.
and also take on as much as I can before I start doing that course, because by the time I start doing that, I essentially will not be able to, take on new work or,
Right.
curate my feed as much. So I'm trying to get as much content done. And I'm
Hmm.
saying, and now I'm speaking from the perspective of a content creator. Like as a business, as a professional, I'd like to get my clients' expectations met soon as. That's always the thing. But as a
Right.
content creator, like since I'm mostly posting commissions anyway, and I'm not gonna be doing fan art, you know, if I can get enough stuff lined up and I can post it sequentially while I'm recording, so it still feels like shit's going on and the algorithm doesn't shit on me anymore.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like the more I can, finish, the more I have in the bank, then, the better it is for me, ultimately. So,
I feel you, especially with the Ko-Fi stuff being there on the side.
as well,
Um,
yeah. So that's one thing that I'm also working on as well. I just said, oh, you know what? I think at this, given how things are, I'm more likely to get more Ko-Fi sketches in
mhm.
in the pipeline and quick and get them out quicker as well before I really go into full production on the course.
Yeah. 'Cause, I know, because I know when I put in for uh, that recent Ko-Fi sketch that I did, I was thinking like, and this is just to a more general thing. It's funny how like, um, you can have. I mean, I guess it's always humbling to see, is that like whenever you have a service, you're a business, you have all these services out, and
Yeah.
you have a certain amount of, or subscribers or followers, and
Mhm.
it's like channeling an audience to one or multiple things is it's in concept is very, very simple. However, it's dependent on all of those individuals following suit. Um, and looking at that for me is always like it's humbling, and I don't know what other feelings that I have. I don't have words for them, but it's just like, huh, like you could never really expect um the same amount of traction from one thing that you do to follow over, because it's a lot of levels to having a follower. It's like, are they a follower and a customer? Or are they a follower and a consumer? Or are they a follower and et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
It's it's a very interesting uh, way to analyze it. And this all came from me just deciding what I wanted for a Ko-Fi sketch, and I was looking at the slots. I was like, all right, so I know I don't have to, move as quick. I can take a break. I can sit down and look at the sun a little bit while I think on an idea, or put the money aside or something like that.
Oh yeah, completely.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always, it's from my perspective, one thing I've learned as well, talking with my um manager, is more to the other side of that, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
They're of the opinion that if I'm if I'm putting too many things out, or like too many ways to support me out, it can make it a bit confusing for people to follow or support, because they're like, in one case, you're giving people, um you're catering to a lot of different audiences. In another case, you're, um what was the word they used? You're
Excellent.
making people spoiled for choice, and it can
Uh,
lead to choice paralysis and eventual, yeah, let me just go somewhere else that's more straightforward, that's easier.
Hmm.
Because there's like just a lot going on here. Oh wow, it looks like one of them connected dot things.
It looked like a Rorschach. I was about to almost.
But uh yeah. So, it is difficult to really find your voice or really
Hmm.
find the best way to, make everybody happy.
Yeah.
But it's been a welcome challenge. Like,
Yeah.
I try not to be as sentimental when I'm working because it kind of half the time slows me down. But I genuinely want to be able to do what I do for as many people as I can. Coming just thinking back to when I started this, who I was and what I was doing, it was truly humbling at all that anyone would want to, you know, pay me to do what I do.
Hmm.
And that feeling just kind of led me for quite a while, when I started doing this. And even though I've grown and been able to work with, so many people, so many brands, it's still something that, there's no better feeling than working with someone who both admires, respects, and thirdly, like, really wants to work with you. And as you climb higher, you meet less people like that. Like, thank God
It's more
for,
corporate.
yeah. Like, thank God for, at least our relationship, other, super clients I have that have just been genuine angels over the course of our working together. But like, you know, every new person I meet, a new conversation just doesn't carry that same heart or that same soul that I've come to that I grew fond of when I first started.
Hmm. It's almost like a homegrown kind of thing.
How let me see how I want to phrase it. It's like it's like the word escapes me right now, but I can absolutely say what I can absolutely say is that I'm not I'm not I'm not getting the same level of I, there was a point in time where I wasn't getting the same level of joy that I
Mm.
was when I first started because it just feels, the job is the job now. And
More
so,
transactional.
yeah, like, it's not bad, it's growth. Like, on paper, someone would be like, you're making more than you were before. You're working with, you know, as well, the individuals you're working with are more serious than before. So, like, what's really the problem? But, yeah, it's more of a problem with the soul of it. That's why it's kind of hard to pinpoint. So what I said was, I'm gonna still try my best to be as accessible as possible, because the people that really do have the heart and soul in the right place, unfortunately, you know, cannot. Unfortunately, they're not at the level yet where they want to be to continue supporting as my um, prices change and
Hmm.
things like that. And I don't want to, because my manager is very pragmatic. They're like, at the end of the day, your job is to put what you can do out there and get it in front of the right people so that they can approach you for work. If you keep trying to meet people halfway, you're gonna be stuck halfway, with a lot of them. and you're a man with a growing family. Those things, you got to think you can't afford to always be sentimental all the time,
Yeah.
or you're just gonna be, because now you're leading a family. You can't just,
Can't make those sacrifices prior.
yeah, yeah, like you when it was just you, you could make those sacrifices and be happy.
Hmm.
Now, if you make those kind of sacrifices today, it's there is gonna be a cost. The bill comes due somewhere else, and I'm like, fair enough,
Yeah.
I get that, but I still, so I said the compromise I'm gonna do is like annual sales anyway. Like there's gonna be periods where I'm gonna do like, super sales and get, and when I do those super sales, sometimes I see a lot of old faces as well. Like
Hmm.
it's always nice, when I see someone that, commissioned me like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I do a
Yeah.
super sale, and they pop back in like, yo, I'm like, yay, long time no talk.
Hmm.
And it's a good feeling, genuinely, genuinely.
Yeah. It matches up with the customer that goes to the shop whenever they have that special sale and say, "Oh, I'm always here for the. I can't be here all the time, but I'm always here for the hotcakes or something."
Yeah, yeah, like when the sriracha sauce comes back,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Or
see
the
the,
McRib.
yeah. Whenever it's around, Tony's gonna be here. Tony.
Tony.
Okay, give me a sec. I got a phone call to get to.
Yep. Yep. You still awake?
Yes,
No sleep.
yes.
Uh,
Oh wait. Oh no. I don't want my voice to be recorded. God damn it.
oh, don't worry. We'll edit it out. We'll edit it out.
I doubt it, but it's okay.
Be like, who's that? All right.
Oh, this ugly ass.
Mm. You can type in the chat. Scourge, are you all right? Double check. This counts as a live TWTG.
It's an intermission. Yes, Dylan.
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe this.
You won the lottery.
Oh, I wish. I don't play the lottery, but I might start. But anyway. Oh, you're not gonna believe this. So,
Dude,
duty calls.
nah, I believe it.
Oh, bro, I could not have written it better. So, what's happening is obviously, my wife has some commitments to get to this morning. It's like 5 a.m. now, and
Mm-hmm.
because we've been sharing a room with the baby for a bit because we didn't want to put her back in the room. So
Mm-hmm.
while she's gone, I just have to be there. I can take my iPad, but I can't take my computer. so
Yeah.
so I'm still gonna be working on this in the background, but I might not be able to keep up with the stream. So I'm gonna stop the recording